What's going on, Paisanos? V here, coming at you with another market watch today. Guys, before I begin, I just want to say, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and comment down below. If you have any questions, type in #QV, and I'll answer at the end of my next market watch. Simple. If I didn't answer one of your questions, by the way, just #QV it up in the next video. Eventually, I'll get to your damn question. It's just, I get a lot sometimes. Anyway, guys, the market is doing a lot of fun things, like, random buyouts, random price hikes. But then you see things that you just kind of expect to happen in the market. Things like Effect Veiler that came out in Duelist Revolution, Ultimate Rare. Now, I think with OTS Pack 11 coming up in August, we should be getting a new hand trap. Well, not new, but like a reprinted Ultimate Rare version of a hand trap. And I know I might be the only one on this island, but on Island V, I kind of want Effect Veiler to be Ultimate Rare reprint. And the reason why is because the current price point is insanely expensive. But then again, I'm not going to complain if we get like an Ulti Ash. If we get like a multi Ghost Reaper, well, Konami, your email inbox is not going to be hearing some nice things. Just throwing it out there, guys. The current market price of Effect Veiler is roughly around $61. Then you go over here and look at versions of like Lightning Play Unlimited. They're about $74. So as far as first editions, yeah, about that first editions, they're going to be about $154. The thing about Effect Veiler Ultimate Rare is this card's not bad, but it's not $154 good. And then yes, Ultimate Rare Effect Veiler, I get it. It's the highest rarity, and if some duels want to run this card, and it's a beautiful looking Ultimate Rare. It really is. Middle's a little bit weak, but you know what? For the most part, it's a good, beautiful, nice Ultimate Rare card. The thing is, $153 for first edition Effect Veiler. Yeah, I'm not too keen about that. I'm not sure if you guys are, but would you sell that? Because I think I would sell that. There's certain cards in my deck which I would love to have max rarity that I think is justifiable. But when you have like a playset of $150 cards, each in there, what is that, $450 for 3 cards? It gets to the point where you go, yeah, you're not too bright, are you? I'm a big fan of max rarity. I'm a big fan of being a rarity whore, but you can't be a rarity whore when you have cards that are highly, highly, highly expensive that cost the price point of decks you're playing against. So yeah, I don't know about that. I'm in a weird situation where I kind of want to have max rarity Effect Veilers, but I kind of don't want to have it. Dual Saga is nice rarity, is it not? $150 versus, what, $5 Dual Saga rarities? I'm going to go with the Dual Saga rarities. I think that's what I'm going to do. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Up next, Dark Calling. A card which had a crazy buyout, and it's still relatively high. We got 2 versions of Dark Calling. One came rare from Legendary Collection 2. The other rare version came out from Duelist Pack 6, Jade and Yugi. And the thing about this is, the Legendary Collection 2 has the updated card text, so this is kind of the one you need. But, I mean, for the most part, the prices are the same. Duelist Pack Jade and Yugi starts at roughly around $8. And then we're seeing Legendary Collection 2 one hit almost at the $8 price point as well, being around $7.50 roughly. And to be honest with you, I talked to somebody at the White House about this card that was a big Hero fan. I said, hey, listen, man, not for nothing, sell this card. Sell this card. Seriously, sell this card. Konami's not going to release all this hero support and not make another printing of Dark Calling. In my opinion, it's probably going to get a reprint in either the OTS pack coming up in August, the new sets, there's new reprint sets, the Bowser Legends or the Megatins. It's gonna get not really Megatins, but never, it's gonna get a reprint. And I think it's gonna happen, and I think a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players that are holding on the $7, $8 Dark Callings, are just gonna lose money. And if you want to be that guy, it's totally fine. Respectable, but you're gonna be losing money. Up next, guys, number 72, Shogi Rock. Yeah, this is a bit of a weird one. $4 in the market price, but no, there's only one guy holding about 3 of them, and they're about $10 for Shogi Rock. There's no, actually, and this, there's no reprinted versions, but at the same time, it's just not a card that you really need to play. But value-wise, there it is. In fact, looking at the Zexal manga promo cards, they're all pretty much up there. I mean, yes, Zombie Stein's looking a little bit low for its $13 market price, but that's only because it just came down from a crazy buyout not too long ago. Utopia the Lightning has a reprinted version, a secret rare even, and the promo card version is about $7.50 still. A little bit down from its $8.44 market price. Gaga Head, I don't even know what this is, but sure, it's about $11, a little above its $8 market price. And just looking at all these Zexal manga promos, they're just kind of having weird valuations. And the thing is, we're not getting no more of these, well, that I know of. I'm not sure if Konami's going to continue, but we know we're not getting any Shonen Jump promos. And I wouldn't be surprised if Konami stopped the Zexal manga promos due to the fact that the only people that actually buy those are people to buy it just for the promotional card, and then either put the manga in the bathroom to read when they're doing, the business, or they're just like kind of throwing it away. Do you read them? I read them sometimes. I skim them. But yeah, no, it doesn't happen as much. So to be honest with you, I want to be surprised if Konami stops doing this as well. Up next, this is Constellar Diamond, another card which has about a $4 markup. Ultimate Rare came out of Secrets of Eternity, and it's about $10. First edition version is going to be running roughly around the same price point, about $10 as well. And there's about 3 pages that's available. I want you to look at this real quickly with me, guys. You got this guy over here has about 3 of them. This guy has 2 of them. Bunch of 1s, that's page 1. Page 2, look at over here. Bunch of 1s, 3 and a 2. And then you go over here to like page 3, and just a couple of 2s, and there's a 3 and a 2. So for the most part, there's not many Ultimate Rare Constellar Diamonds, and I'm not sure if Constellars are ever going to make, Constellar Knights are ever going to make any kind of big push. I hope they do, but if they do, this card's insane. Like, this card is absolutely the nuts, and I've been talking about this card for a while. This card was, when this card was roughly around $4, I told everybody, hey, listen, go in and grab yours, because I think it's a great card. I think it's a great hold. I think Constellar Diamond definitely can see meta play in the future, and for that, I would definitely get a place of this, and that's what I did, actually, when I made that video. Up next, Madolche putting this Checker a la mode. This is more like a price update. Price update on a $32 card. Name and first editions are about $43 for this card. This card was originally spiked up to about, I'm gonna say 18 for a quick second, 16-ish, I believe, and then instantly went over to like a $30 price point. This was a dollar binder special, and now we're seeing it hit about $43. Well, anyone that wants to play Madolches, two guys that want to play but don't have the cards, it's gonna get reprinted. And that's something I don't understand why a lot of you players are so holding on to the Madolche stuff. It's gonna get reprinted. And if it's gonna get reprinted, knowing Konami, in order to like push reprints more, they're gonna reprint all the Madolche stuff at ultra rare or higher rarity. So your Magilines that you've been holding on to forever, because I just recently got rid of mine, this is gonna get a reprint. Return Duels Magilines has an $18 price point. Unlimited versions of 20s, and same with the first edition versions. It's gonna get a reprint. This price is going to drop down. Seriously, sell your Madolches now, get that money, hold it, and when the reprint comes, you can buy a deck core, probably I'm gonna say $25, and that's at pre-order hype prices. You wait a while, that bad boy's gonna cost you $10 for the whole Madolche deck, hands down. Yes, you won't get to have it at original rarity, but once again, knowing Konami, I really do feel like they're gonna reprint a lot of Madolche cards at similar, if not higher rarity. So keep an eye out for that if anyone's holding Madolche cards. Next, Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon. I should have seen this coming. I mean, every character card from the show, the card I use at a higher rarity, always goes up to a crazy high price point. What Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon is no different. Market price of cards roughly around $7, and yeah, unlimited versions are roughly around almost near 10s. Lightning Play first editions are currently around $10. There's still about 3 pages on TCG Player. No big walls, not that I can see of. There's a wall of 10 when it's almost near the $15 price point, and then after that, there's no other walls. And to be honest with you, this isn't even the highest version of Eyes. Maybe this is the highest version. Am I thinking like a ghost version that didn't come out because I wish it did? Okay, no, this is the highest version. Look at that. What is that? Okay. But yeah, look at the Eyes Pendulum Dragon. The ultimate version is the highest version, so I would recommend you guys pick that up because, once again, every character card kind of needs to be a thing. I mean, it's gonna go up in value in general. Looking at other character cards, and I think that moving forward, as collectors move forward into Yu-Gi-Oh, and as Yu-Gi-Oh players push away from these series that, let's be honest with you, is nowhere near as good as original Yu-Gi-Oh, I do think that the character cards will go up in value. The original print max rarity versions will be the high valued ones. Up next, guys, we'll turn to the Educator. Came out in Enemy of Justice. That's it, just Enemy of Justice. $14 in the market, almost near $15. Name and first edition, it's hitting near $20. Only 1 page, by the way. There's 3 over here in the market. That's the next biggest wall, and that's at $35 each. And it doesn't take much to get this card to go to $35, by the way, since there's only 1 page of it, and everyone else has ones of Voltaire the Educator. The card doesn't really do much at all, but you know, it's money because it came out Enemy of Justice. Unless your locals has booster boxes of Enemy of Justice, this is pretty good money for a card that came out in first edition. I don't see any unlimiteds, but nevertheless, if you have an unlimited, you can probably put that bad boy for like $15 and most likely sell it because that would be the cheapest version of this card if Yu-Gi-Oh players wanted to have Voltaire the Educator. Up next, tokens. I was gonna originally do a market watch, and I might still do it, just about tokens. Talking about all the different variants of token cards in the game, because there's a good amount of them. And years ago, you pulled token cards, you threw them in the garbage. I threw many away, and then I started keeping them. I was like, you know what, this might be good at something one day. Anyway, looking at tokens, Soul Token from Stardust Overdrive, I believe it's from the 10, if I'm not mistaken. The token is about $4 for a token. Now, these lamb tokens are worth nothing at the moment, but Scapegoat tokens also go for some money as well. Wait, Scapegoat token. They also are getting harder and harder to find, by the way. You got orange over here being roughly around $4. You got blue over here being almost near $5. Yellow being on $4, $3 to $4, and red being about $3. I don't make the prices up. This is literally the prices of the tokens. And yeah, it's just, I think they're going to go higher as time goes on. There's not many big price listings. 16, 13, 13, and 14. That's it for the tokens. So I would recommend it, guys. If you don't have tokens, try getting them. They're probably in dollar binders. They're probably in quarter boxes. Grab all the tokens you can find and throw them to the side because they're slowly going up in value. Now, they're not as crazy as the Ojama tokens that came out for the Ojama tokens that came out for the Toys R Us promo runs. Those are really hard to find, but it's still pretty money. Also, as you guys can see, you got a black token over here about 15s, red over here about 17s, blue Ojama token being about 18s, green tokens being about 20s, and yellow being about $31. The thing I want to say about some of these tokens is you can get some of these tokens by having I think it's Battle City tournament in your locals. Tell your local card shop owner that you want to do a Battle City tournament. Get a lot of you guys to do it. Make it worth their while for an LTS owner, and you can play for Ojama playmat and tokens. It's kind of worth it. It really is. I've been saying this. I say it sporadically every couple of months to remind everybody, whether you're an OTS owner or you're a local card shop, but I mean local card player. But I think tokens and Ojama playmat for stores is definitely worth it. If you get 6 players at $5 as an OTS store, it's probably worth it to run it. If you have a lot more players, hell, get a couple of those kits and slap them on. Konami loves selling those kits to us, and I love running those tokens. I run these events. I have I believe it's Battle City. It's called the Battle City box. If you're a store, you can see it on Konami's website. I love running that like once a month, and players love it. It feels more special, more unique, and you know, players feel more like, oh, I'm not just playing just for like a regular locals. This is a little bit something extra for me as a player, and players love that stuff, guys. And as an OTS store owner, it's not expensive to buy one of these kits. And if you want to charge more, sure. But like, I definitely think it's something that a lot of players would be interested in. Once again, it's for the tokens and a Java playmat. Maybe there's not many Java fans, but nevertheless, it's good trade bait, and the tokens sell really good. Up next, Elemental Hero Nova Master Ultimate Rare. $5 in the market price, but it's not that. I mean, unlimited version is about $5, but when we look for first edition versions, yeah, you're gonna be digging there pretty much. Oh, this guy's a $6 one. I didn't see that one actually. Then after that, it's hitting about 10s. Okay, there's a $10 one, so there's one 6, 110. This is why you guys can hit that notification bell, by the way. Another lot you played over here for about, what's that? Almost near $13, and it just slowly goes higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. That's what I'm trying to show you. And it says Elemental Hero on it. It's Ultimate Rare, came out Generations Force. So you know, once again, you can't go find Generations Force in the dollar store. Generations Force Ultimate Rare Hero card. That's all I need. That's all I care about. Old Hero Ultimate Rare card. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna get bought out. It's inevitable at this point. I'm just showing you one that has not been bought out at the moment, but this is going to get bought out. Other Elemental Hero Ultimate Rare cards have been bought out, and I feel like this is gonna continue the trend. And this is just one more card that's gonna be on the chopping block to get bought out soon and hit some high numbers. So if you guys want to get in on that hero hype for some ungodly reasons, I'm not. But if you guys want to do that, you have the opportunity to do it right here, guys. I'm pointing to a card. Once again, for anyone with notifications that watches this video, you definitely have first dibs. But everyone else, if you want this card, you go ahead and grab it. Once again, I don't own this card, and I'm not looking to buy Ultimate Rare Heroes besides Stratos, because I think Stratos is a great investment. But other than that, these other Ultimate Rare Hero Fusion cards, I think they'll still maintain value. I'm just not going to be in. That's not my game. That's not what I'm into. That's not what I want to work on. I have other cards and other things I'm been personally working on, but I'm not saying that that's not going to be valued. It obviously is value, though. And I feel like other Elemental Hero Ultimate Rares, like Elemental Hero Nova Master Ultimate Rare, is going to be one of those cards. It's going to be hitting some stupid numbers for no reason. But what are you going to do? You can't replenish the market on Elemental Hero Nova Master. So where the high price point is of the first edition versions, if the very few that are out there that are in lightly played or near mids, well, it's going to be the same thing as the other Ultimate Rares. That's what I'm trying to point out in this video. Next, guys, Harpy Feather Duster. You know, the Battle Pack Epic Dawn one. Literally the cheapest Harpy Feather Dusters you can buy. Market price is roughly around $750. Lightly play unlimited, it's about $11.50. And then you got like a near mint first edition, they're about $14. $14 for the Battle Pack Epic Dawn Harpy Feathers. It's right there. It's the lowest one there. It's dirt cheap, and it's, I mean, for its price point, and compared to the better Harpy Feather Duster, the one that came in Stereo Destined Duel, the one I constantly recommend everyone should buy, the one that's currently $22 market price. When we look over here and trying to find one that's lightly played, you're gonna be seeing about $13, which is kind of cheap actually. Hold on a second, that's actually really cheap. Wow. That's pretty good. I would recommend get the Harpy Featherstone from Stairway Destined Duel. You know, the Supermatic Secret Rare card. And the reason why is, well, because, you know, in August, we're going to be having a ban list. Harpy Featherstone can come on that ban list. If we get Harpy Featherstone 1 in the ban list, what's going to happen to the promo version? Oh, wait, I'm joking. It's going to go up high in value. And when it does, everyone's going to go, you did that, V, because, you know, ban list cards. Listen, you guys do whatever you want to do with Harpy Featherstone. I have a crazy amount of these cards. I used to love going and picking these cards out of dollar binds. I love doing it. It was a little hobby of mine. And I have a pretty good stack of Prismatic Secret Harpy Featherstone. I'm not crazy enough to go buy the super rare version, which is seeing some stupid numbers, being about $800. You know, I'm not investing in that. You invest in these cards, in which are currently about $12. I got them at ones, but I still think they'll go even higher when Harpy Featherstone comes off the balance to 1. I'm not trying to be that look at the OCG guy and then look at us, but for real, look at the OCG and look at us. We're going to be getting Harpy Featherstone. Take Solemn Judgment, for example. That was on the OCG balance for a good amount of time before it got to us, but it inevitably got to us. And I think Harpy Featherstone can be that one of those cards that can make their way from the OCG over here to the TCG. Then Dracos, because why not? Draco players have a relatively inexpensive deck, for the most part. Unless you're running Pot of Extravagance, you know, then sure, it's going to run you a lot more money. They're running cards like Card of Demise, which is roughly around $4 to $5. Nevertheless, if you're running a cheaper version of Dracos, you still got to buy Ignis Heat. And not just like buy one, you have to buy 3 of these. Konami, can you reprint this card already as super rare in the next OTS? Or maybe it's an ultra rare in Battles of Legends? Can you be a pal, Konami? Because looking at Ignis Heat, the 2 Draco Warrior, Mark Rice has this card roughly around $19. And yeah, no, it's around roughly at $19. There's no difference in the price point. What I'm only pointing out is the fact that this card is insanely expensive for an ultra rare that can have maximum crisis. For a good amount of time, this card was dirt cheap because all the Dracos were out and abundant. Then, as we start moving away from maximum crisis, it started getting harder to get Ignis Heats, and people started buying into chunks of Draco stuff. This wasn't the first buyout for 2 Dracos, by the way. Other Draco cards had been bought out, and Konami rectified that by reprinting OTS versions of the cards, like Apocalypse, Disciples, I'm not sure if True King's Return was reprinted as a Megaton card, actually. All these cards, were, in one point or another, was reprinted except Ignis Heat. And I would love to see Dracos being the affordable, cheap alternative deck as a tier 1.5 deck in the meta. Well, you can't really say it is, because Ignis Heat alone is $60. And that's not even fair for a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players. I wish Yu-Gi-Oh players would have a budget option. Not at tier 1 Yu-Gi-Oh players. Let's not be spoiled. I mean, you kind of have Salamander Greats if you want to talk about other cards like not Silent Mining. But, you know, once again, not at tier 1, sure. But at least 1.5, in which I think Dracos are. And I think having Ignis Heat get a reprint would make this deck insanely affordable to a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players. And even Yu-Gi-Oh players like yourself and myself who love to play Dracos at original reprint rarity. Well, you can easily do that because looking at cards like Dragonic Diagram that got 3 reprints, the original version of Dragonic Diagram is like $5. This card was almost around $100 for a good amount of time. Unlimited version is about $5. First versions are about $7 for this card. And Dragonic Diagram was a card that was a ton of money for a while, got 3 reprints, and now it's a lot cheaper. And that's something I kind of want to, I wish Konami did for 2 Dracos. Gave Yu-Gi-Oh players an option that isn't going to break the wallet. And it's still, you know, once again, not tier 1, but give them that tier 1.5 option. Because you're a really good player, and you don't have a big wallet, you can still play competitive Yu-Gi-Oh. And that's kind of what I like with 2 Dracos. When I saw the reprint of Card of Demise and Dual Power, and see that price point just skyrocket down in value. Make it for that one card, I think it'll be a lot easier. If you guys think the same, let me know, by the way. Masterpiece of 2 Draco Slayer King. I don't want this card to get any reprint at all. I don't want to get a common, secret, super rare. I don't care. Ultimate rare. I don't want it. I just want secret Masterpiece of 2 Draco Slayer King. And the reason why is because I think this card, I don't think it'll come off the ban list. I'm pretty sure it won't come off the ban list. But can we be that if it does, guy? Because if it does, we know it's going to happen already. In fact, the market already reflect the price point of Masterpiece, which has a $10 market price, but you can get it right now currently as low as around $8 to $9 for a Masterpiece, which is a pretty dirt cheap price point for a card that we know is going to be going up and down like a roller coaster ride throughout every banlist season. Because Yu-Gi-Oh players are going to be saying, Masterpiece to 1. And you know what? Depending on the meta, they may not be wrong. So I would love to see what happens with this card. And I would love to see this card not get reprinted. Let's see a card go up and down in value that's currently on the ban list at 1. Kind of cool. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comment section down below. Zaborg, the Mega Monarch. Another card that was a lot of money. Hitting some really dumb numbers, by the way. I kept saying to sell it, by the way. In every market watch, it kept going higher. And me looking like an idiot going, sell this card. Sell this card. And we finally got that reprint in Dual Power, in which totally tanked the value of this card. Market price has this card roughly around $14. But we're seeing it here for about, what, $3, $4? That's the price point this card should have always been at. But once again, there was not many in the market. Yu-Gi-Oh! Players abuse that by buying it out and then manipulating its price point. You know, it happens. It's supply and demand. I can't even say Yu-Gi-Oh! Players doing it, you know, like on purpose. It's just how the market works. But we did see this card go higher and higher and higher, and I kept saying, I don't care what the price goes to. This is a big sell because it's gonna get a big reprint, and it did. And I'm kind of glad this happened, making a decks like Nekroz more affordable for Yu-Gi-Oh! Players that can run Zaborg the Mega Monarch. And it's kind of cool that that happened because once again, Yu-Gi-Oh! Players that wanted to buy the original Zaborg, here you go, $44, you got your Zaborgs. I like that, and I think that's something that would be really cool to see moving forward if Konami was to make 1.5 decks, and not brand new ones, but a little bit older ones at that cheaper price point for a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players. Artifact Side is a card I'm going to say right now. I'm probably like an idiot doing it, but I don't care. You sell this card. You sell this card right now. I feel like this card is a ticking time bomb. Take a sticker grenade, light it up, and just let the guy hold it, whoever's holding Artifact Side. Because once that reprint's announced for this card, I mean, you know, a 4th reprint for this card is announced, what, 3rd reprint's announced for this card, the price point is going to tank in value. It's already tanking, but it's going to tank much faster. Looking at Artifact Side from Primal Origins, from Lightly Played, it's about $9. Under its $13 market price. This is a super rare version, by the way. As far as the first edition, near mint's almost around $10. Still under its $13 market price. Then you got the Ultra Rare from Primal Origins, the limited edition version, the one you got when you did like sneak peek, I believe it was, $12 in the market price, and we're seeing it roughly around $10 for this card. Once again, it's under, it's going down. Get rid of this card as fast as possible. Don't play hot potato with a card that we know is going to get a reprint, and it's kind of not seeing much meta play, to be honest with you. And to be honest with you, if you are playing Artifact Side, the Artifact Engine, those Artifact other trap cards are like $5 each. Sanctum, and then, you know, if you have that little setup right there, you're probably gonna want to get Trap Trick, which is still, once again, going down in value, but it's still insanely expensive. Look at Artifact Side for the 2015 Megatins, it's about $11. It's actually the only one that's kind of holding value, and if you have this one, get rid of it right now. It's going to be going down in value. You're going to be losing money. Don't be silly. Get rid of this card, take that money and save it and put it towards other things. Save for yourself, take your girlfriend on a date, boyfriend on a date, goldfish on a date. I don't care. Just don't hold this card because you're losing money. Good goldfish dates. Anyone know? Okay. Artifact during the Ultimate Rare came out on Primal Origins. Market price is roughly around $5.50. It's not that. Lightly Played version is about $7. Near mint first edition version is about the same thing, $7.25 for this card. And to be honest with you, this card doesn't like. I want to say sell it, and I really do. But it's, once again, I'm a sucker for ultimate rarity. It gets me every single time. And for Durendal to be $7, I would say hold it. In fact, I would say if you can pick some of these up, get as many as possible. Because ultimate rare Durendals, it's not bad value. The card has a history of going up and down in value. Not seeing much meta play, but the hype anticipation of this card is what made this card go up and down in value. And I want to be surprised moving forward in the future of this game, it happens again. It just needs 2 level 5 monsters. That's it. So I would definitely recommend, if you guys don't have Artifact Durendal Ultimate Rare First Edition, pick it up. It's kind of cheap right now. And I want to say sell it, but the part of me that's like a collector / competitive player / I think Ultimate Rares are the best thing in the world, says to just hold it and not buy it. Up next, Chaos Hunter, Storm of Ragnarok. This card went up in value. $10 market price? If you think it's going to be like that, you have not been watching my videos long. The price point has almost been bought out. Unlimited version is about $16. First edition? I got you, bro. You know what? Friend prices for a near minimum one, I'll let it go for $4 or $5. Literally, $45 for Chaos Hunter. And the weird thing about this is I have this in my shop. I really need to list mines up here. Throw my hat in the ring for suckers, buyers, to buy this card at high rarity. I have first edition versions, so I'll let mines go for 44. A cool 44, bro. Prices. There's other versions of Chaos Hunter, by the way. It got reprinted all over the place. You get the Battle Pack 2, a Mosaic Rare, which is like $2, $2 or 45 for the same exact card. You still have that Mosaic rarity. It's not Secret Rare, but Mosaic. See, this is the point I'm in right now. I can have the ability to buy these cards at max rarity, but like it's such a waste of money. And I'm the kind of guy which I don't want to waste money, even though I have them. You know what I'm saying? Anyone else like that with me? Like they have the money, they just don't want to waste the money on something silly. Because let's be honest with you, this is a buyout, and as we know in the history of Yu-Gi-Oh, buyouts never really last too long. They always cool back down. If it does show meta play, we will see an effect like, you know, Valor, that actually not only stood its price point of the buyout, which went to $77 because it did go around this price point, but go higher to where we're seeing it right now versus versions being $153. I just don't think it's gonna happen with Chaos Hunter. I don't think it's gonna happen. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm not wrong. You know I'm not wrong, so that's what I think. Once again, there's other versions. It comes out rare. It's like $1. And then you got the common version that came out, Master of Pendulums. Everyone has this. This is in your quarter box. It's about $1 itself. It's nothing. So that's what I think about Chaos Hunter. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments down below. If you're looking to pick up the secret for Chaos Hunters, and why? Is it worth it? Is it worth it to play? I know you're gonna say, V, some players are playing it against Thunder Dragons or Orcus or whatever. Sure, but is it worth it to you to play Chaos Hunter in your deck? And let me know what your deck you're playing. I would love to know what decks are actually utilizing Chaos Hunter. Maybe Pendulum Editions kind of makes sense. It's level 7. Comment question of the day comes from Paisano Impact. He says, "What's up, V? I know you're a wrestling fan. What are your favorite wrestling promotions to watch? And what do you think of the new WWE product? What would you change, or what can they do?" Okay, so this isn't a Yu-Gi-Oh question, but I'm gonna answer it real quickly. One, because I am an insanely huge. I love Dragon Ball Super and wrestling, or Dragon Ball Z and wrestling. I'm an insanely huge wrestling fan. Little fun fact: the first bit, like the real check I got from YouTube, I bought a replica WWE Championship belt because I'm an insanely huge wrestling fan. I still watch wrestling a lot. Me and my dad, we talk, but we really just talk about wrestling. And then how you doing? Okay, back to wrestling. So I grew up with it. Right now, what I would change with wrestling, I would bring back to the Attitude Era. The stock market's gonna take a hit if you are, say you own WWE. You're gonna take a hit. But with AEW coming around, and they're gonna do what you used to do, they're gonna smoke you out the way. So you have to go back to the Attitude Era. You have the best roster right now, and that's what will keep your wrestlers in check. And also, let them unionize. Kind of helps. Making them independent contractors does nothing when AEW is giving them fat checks. Also, I'm a big Stone Cold Steve Austin fan, and even though CM Punk is a jerk, I kind of want him to come back because he's like Stone Cold Steve Austin 2.0. Not as good as the Great One, but he's damn okay sometimes. That's what I gotta say about that kid. I think Stone Cold Steve Austin needs to be in WWE more. They need to have him cutting promos. They need to have him being a manager because he's, in my opinion, one of the best wrestlers of all time. And as far as the best wrestler on the mic, Jake the Snake Roberts, who's still alive, is the best guy on the mic all time. Anyone says anything different, they're lying to you or they don't know wrestling. Just want to throw that in there real quickly. Back to Yu-Gi-Oh! I can literally talk about wrestling for hours. I love wrestling. But back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Paisano's My Not So Interesting Life says, #QV, as a collector starting out and wanting to buy prize cards, what now would be a good time to get Armageddon, or does the price go up after its reprint? The price goes down after its reprint. It goes down relatively significantly and temporarily, and then the price point bounces back up. And we can see this easily in, hold on a second, Minerva was a relatively expensive card, and the price point kind of jumped back up to where it is right now. I don't know why I'm not seeing it now, but the original version of Minerva, the secret version, the reprinted version, is about like $4. It's really nothing, okay? Oh, okay, I gotta type in, okay, hold on one second. Light, Sworn, and I do one of these dillies. Oh, Sworn, and then I do that, and then am I in? Am I with the boys? Here we go. Okay. And then Minerva, the Exalted Light Sworn, it's currently roughly right now, but they got one at 500 for a Molly played one. I don't know who a Molly player is. And now it's at 1,000 for super rare. And the ultra version is about $12,000. You're not gonna sell that, by the way. Good try though. The thing is, though, after a reprint of a price card, the actual price of the price card drops down temporarily. It doesn't happen long, but it does happen. And I've seen this a couple of times already. Minerva was one of the last times I saw that the price point dropped down pretty cheap, actually. I saw at P Players at events, and the best time to buy these price cards, by the way, is at high-scale Yu-Gi-Oh! Events, such as like Nationals or YCS. And I saw a player let go of his for about $4. And it was lightly played, but it was a moderately played. And that was the same time as Minerva dropping. I saw it right in front of my face. Outside, of course, not in the event, because you can't do it in the event, Konami, right? You know what I'm saying? Paisano Konami. But I did see that happen, and I felt like, and at the time, there was nothing crazy about it. It was pretty like, okay, that makes sense. And I think with these prize cards that's the way to do them. Now, would I recommend collecting prize cards? No. I think price cards are horrible cards to collect for collectors because they maintain very small increase in value over time, but not significant increase in value. In fact, the only price card I would really consider would be Crush Card Virus, and the only reason why is because you're touching multiple things. With Minerva, you're touching the competitive player base that used to play this card. Now it's hard to get, so cool, good job. But with Crush Card Virus, it's a TV show card, so collector's gonna be on your jock. It's a play card that kind of sometimes, maybe possibly one day, is playable, so competitive players want to look into that, and it's just a good all-around card. That's a card I would look into, maybe even Gold Sword. But as far as a card like Minerva, any other cards like the Chaos Armageddon guy, the I'm playing Yu-Gi-Oh! With a $2,500 card, $1,800 card, and my deck also costs $800. Yeah, the try-hard Yu-Gi-Oh! Players, which I respect. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. But yeah, no, I would not recommend getting that card. That's a horrible card to get. I really think it's a terrible waste of money. It's a waste of investment, and do not get it. Want to do one more question? Let's do one more question. Hashtag QVV, some BB Luigi, Paisano Luigi. Should I invest money on Nekroz core? I believe they'll make Unicore and sure at least back to 2. But would be great if it came back to 3. You're dreaming. If it comes back to 3, it's going to come to 2 before it hits 3. If it was to hit 3, if it was to even hit 2, to be honest with you, it might not. With that said, buying a Nekroz core is still very expensive right now. Nekroz are high expensive. You can buy the ultra rare ones are a lot cheaper. And if you're looking to play with it, I would recommend buy the ultra rares because the secret version of Nekroz, like Nekroz or Bryonic, is still relatively expensive. It's about 32. Its current market price is 47, and it's going to continue to drop. All the original secret versions of the dual power ultra rare reprints are dropping. It's just taking time before they go down. So I would not recommend you invest in Nekroz at the moment, but we look at Nekroz Bryonic. As time goes on, the price will drop down. Look at it right now. It's $30 with a $47 market price. It's going to happen. It's just going to take a while. Look at Nekroz of Valkyries. It's going down as well. $33 market price. And then you look at the first version of the card, and it's $18. It's going down. But the thing about Nekroz, I said this a while ago, but I'm going to say it again. I think the original rarity of Nekroz will bounce back up inevitably. But with that said, I do think that you should probably wait. August is pretty far away. A lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players aren't going to be focused on Nekroz as much as other decks, mainly Shadows and Harpy Featherster, cards like that. So I think Nekroz will still continue to go down in value. And please take that into consideration when putting your money towards a max rarity Nekroz core. If you're going to buy a cheap one, it's cool. It's not hard to do. It's dirt cheap and good for you. Go buy it. Have fun with it. But I don't think Nekroz Ultra Rares, the Ultra Rare variant, will take a significant spike compared to its secret rare counterpart. Anyway, Thestalos, I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. Thank you so much. And if you guys like my video, you go over here, you hit the little subscribe button. It's not, yours doesn't say that. You hit subscribe, you thumbs up my video like I did, bam, bam. And then you hit the little notification bell, you know, and then you just comment down below. Hashtag Q for V. Love you, V. Hey, guess what? Love you back, my guys. And I read every single one of your comments, guys. I read it multiple times throughout the day. I love reading all your comments, and I love seeing what you guys have to say. I don't get to do a little heart, but you know what? Yeah, we'll get that one for murdering babies. I can hear you swallow every time, low-key nasty. I give you one of those. I just subscribed to his Facebook group, sure. Leave them dragons alone. I'm joking. I love you, bro. Your name, I get it. But, you know, I really appreciate all the comments you guys do, and I hope you guys definitely comment down more in these videos, as well as like the video and hit the subscribe button. And today's Sunday, got a market watch coming through. I'm doing them every single day. I'm really excited to be doing these videos. I love doing these videos. I have a lot more free time, and with that free time, I could do what my passion, which is playing Yu-Gi-Oh, talking about Yu-Gi-Oh, and going on Facebook and harassing my other friends I play Yu-Gi-Oh. Anyway, it's your boy V, and you guys have a great day.